Hi guys, and welcome to my recap and review of Sister Wives Season 16, Episode 12, The One-on-One Part 2. In this tell-all Part 2, Kody admits he's not in love with Janelle, Robyn cries literally almost a river of tears, and Christine holds her own about the split. At the end of this recap, I'll let you know who I think was the queen of this episode. So the episode begins and the host is like, let's talk about COVID and the family. Oh gosh, that got an immediate eye roll from me. Here we go. They roll the "What does the nanny do" clips of the season, and I love it. Kody actually laughs at the clip where Christine says, "What does the nanny do?" It's just great TV, definitely. The host asks Robyn, why weren't the COVID rules out sooner? She's like, I wondered the same thing. The host then says, you're with him. Why didn't you make him see? True, since Robyn looks like she has the most influence over Kody, I think a lot of people wonder this too. Why couldn't she coerce him to do the right thing? But then again, is this really Robyn's responsibility to do that? I don't know. I think maybe if her relationships with Janelle and Christine were stronger, maybe she would have tried harder. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Robyn says that Kody was a grump and she tried to, but his response was, they just won't do it. They won't follow the rules. Now the conversation turned to Gabe and Garrison, the unofficial MVPs of season 16, arguably. The host asked Kody, where's this relationship today with them? And he's like, not good, not talking. He says they touch base here and there, but it's one of those relationships that take a lot of work and we probably need therapy. My reply to that is, yeah, okay, yes, being a parent is a lot of work, even to adult children. Anyways, they review the time Janelle told Kody to F off, and the host asked Kody something I always wondered, because have you noticed that when he has an argument with a wife and she storms off upset, he never goes after her? The host is like, you let Janelle walk away. She's angry at you. What's stopping you from going after her? Good question. And he says, what was I gonna do? The host says, I don't know, run after her? Look at her? He's like, no! He says there's no loyalty. And farther down the interview, he calls the wives that he didn't think were loyal jackwagons. So fun times. Then the conversation turns to how close Christine and Janelle are. And Janelle insists that at first she didn't actually like Christine. She thought she was like a princess, but she was an important buffer between Janelle and Mary at the time. So yeah, that was probably a good thing. Christine admits that she asked Janelle while they were on vacation recently how things were with her and Kody, and Janelle told her that she always thought Kody was a great dad and that they have things to work out, but she's not planning on leaving. I personally just think Janelle is comfortable in Flagstaff and she's okay being by herself with her garden and her kids and just doesn't want to rock the boat of her life right now. So it is what it is. The host asked Kody, what helps you be in sync with Janelle? He's like, we're not in sync. We don't partner very well, but I guess we have a marriage that's lower in attachment. I don't really know. We're good friends. We get along well. Does that describe an ideal marriage to you? I don't know, like friendship? And I saw a post on Janelle's Instagram this week where Gabe gave his mom flowers with a note that said specifically, I love you. And I'm wondering if he saw this episode preview or something and gave her these to counter their dad saying that what he did say in the next segment. I don't know. But anyways, the next segment, the host says, are you in love with Janelle? And he's like, I love Janelle. She asks again, like it's a game. Are you in love with Janelle? He's like, Janelle wouldn't tell you she was either if she was being honest. So basically, no. Janelle says, we're fine with intimacy. She just wants that question to go away, it looks like. And Christine says, I don't think Janelle needs Kody to fill her tank. She fills her own darn tank. Go Janelle. Then they start talking about Christine feeling like she was the basement wife and that she put herself there. The host asked Christine, why did you not speak up and say, I don't want this? She said, I have a choice every day to either say no, no, no and have confrontation or just go along with it. And I went along with it, but in the end, you lose yourself. She says she did tell Kody she can't do this and that she was overwhelmed at the time, when she was basically the caretaker of everything. And he said, oh, you're like changing all the agreements. And now on to Robyn. Robyn says on her part that she struggled to feel all the way like she fit in to the family. That she struggled with Janelle and Christine, and there's struggle with some of the older kids. I mean, blending families is hard. Robyn says she's an easy target because she gets along with Kody. She says anytime a wife in a plural family is controlling the husband enough to change relationships, she's a bad person. I thought this statement was ironic because isn't that what people think she's doing? I'm confused. Like I almost thought she was talking about herself, but I guess maybe is she talking about another wife? I don't know. I'm confused. Kody's like, besides Mary, I'm not sure they want to be Robyn's friend. I would say accurate. And apparently Robyn said she talked to Janelle recently about how she wants to make this work. She wants a relationship with her that's deeper. And Janelle was like, I'll have to think about that. Burn. I mean, she said she kind of felt on the spot and she was like, we'll see. Janelle's like, my desire is there, but do I want to do this again? So honest, and Janelle just doesn't care anymore. She just wants her garden and Coyote Pass. The host says it looks like you have the only functioning relationship with Kody to Robyn, and it must make them angry. And I was surprised, but Robyn burst into tears and says it makes her angry. Robyn literally has cried a river so far in the tell-all, which is going to fan the flames of people calling her sobbing Robyn. So I'm sure before the tell-all, she was like, don't cry, Robyn, don't cry. But she just ended up doing the exact opposite. I don't know why, but Robyn comes across as woe is me so far. But really, she's the one who has the real marriage, and the other ones aren't crying. So she shouldn't cry. I mean, she's kind of like in the best position with Kody. Anyways, she says she wishes Christine had decided to keep trying. She's like, Christine says they're divorced, but they got married with our church officials. So in my head, they're not divorced. And we learn that Christine does not follow that religion anymore. So she does not care what the officials do. And she won't let anyone dictate when her marriage is over. She says her and Kody are divorced. Overall, this was a better episode than last week, a bit juicier perhaps, but they better bring it in episode 3. The clear queen of the episode was, drumroll please, Janelle. I felt like Janelle was the most super honest. She was not trying to please anyone, and she appeared to be really strong and confident. So hats off to Janelle. She wins round 2. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching my recap. If you like this, please like my video. And if you like my content, please subscribe. Bye, guys.